It's a very sad day, not only for South African football, but I think it's more generally as Tommy, I knew him as a close friend. I remember the first time I went overseas on trial with him to Scotland. Got very fond memories of him, and it's a sad way for him to go. Just now that he's probably stepped up to one of the more higher profile jobs that he's had, becoming assistant manager of Bafana Bafana, and I'm sure that he would have had a lot of influence for them going on to become a more successful national team. So, obviously at this time, me personally and a lot of the ex-players that have played with him, I know very close friend Roy Matthews, his son Paul Matthews, they grew up together, so they'll be taking this very hard. But obviously his family and his kids that he's left behind, is a very sad day for them.
Talk us through your early memories of Thomas Madikage.
My early memories of Tommy is, sitting on the back of Pelham Palasakis' bakkie, driving through to Primrose, going to training. Tommy always been very joyful and joking, and he made me settle in at Cosmos very quickly. Obviously, him having played for Arcadia as well. So my early memories of watching him, the skillful, the talented player. But I don't look at him as the talented player. I look at him more as a friend, someone that helped me, as I said, adapt to Cosmos very well. And as I said, I went overseas with him. My first trial overseas, I went with him, and we roomed together. So I've got very fond memories of Thomas, and even though I went overseas, every time I saw him, we chatted, and we always got on well together.
What kind of a person was he? He always struck me as a very reserved and quiet person. Was he ever outspoken?
He was a very reserved, quiet person. He kept to himself, but also he was someone that was a firm believer. He stood up for what he believed in. And I remember when the national team, when we were having money issues once again, and we had issues with them not wanting to pay us, Stix Moreira came to meet the players, stood up and had his say, and then Thomas stood up as an individual, had a go, pointed at Stix Moreira, telling him what he thinks, what he believes in, and that's how I remember Thomas. A very joyful, outgoing person, but as you said, if he came across very reserved, he would only open up to people that he trusted and that befriended him. So I've got fond memories of him, and like I said, our condolences are with his family and friends at the moment.
And his contribution to football will be sorely missed, particularly at SuperSport, where he produced a lot of youngsters who are coming up now to play for Bafana Bafana.
Definitely. Obviously, I'm also always a firm believer. I enjoy seeing ex-players getting into management and coaching, and I think they always have a better expertise than players that have never played the game. So Thomas, as you said, the players that he found at SuperSport, and he's groomed them to become better players now with the national team. And as I said, it's just a sad time for the African football to lose him now, where I think he would have had a lot bigger and more impetus in helping Bafana become a more successful team, with the help of Gordon. So we're losing him at a very crucial time in our football, and one of the influences as well that people don't always remember is that he's one of the first South African and black South Africans that went overseas to play in Europe. So his legacy will always be remembered, and now I just feel that his legacy would have grown even more so, helping Gordon with the national team. Now they'll have to find a new person to go out, and as I said, we all are a little bit greedy now and remembering the good times and remembering Thomas as a footballer and what he could have and would have achieved. But like I said, our condolences now to the young kids that he's left behind.